When night falls, cities are supposed to feel safe, familiar, alive. But in winter, the cold doesn't just freeze streets, it changes behavior. Cameras across the world have captured moments where empty roads, frozen buildings, and silent neighborhoods turn into urban nightmares. From homes locked in ice to streets no human should walk through, these are not scenes from a movie. They're real, recorded, and terrifying.
Oh my God.
This is what the freezing spray did at Crystal Beach.
Living close to water usually comes with breathtaking views, but not on days like this. During a violent storm on Lake Erie, towering waves and freezing rain battered the shoreline. The water spray froze instantly on impact, covering entire houses in thick ice and turning them into eerie, frozen sculptures. That soft, fluffy layer of snow sitting on rooftops can be dangerously deceptive. Before you realize it, it compresses, becomes heavy, and turns into a serious structural threat. One particularly dangerous situation unfolded due to a critical mistake made by utility workers. A massive sheet of snow slid off a rooftop like a miniature avalanche, crashing down below. Fortunately, no people were injured, though one parked car was completely destroyed. Record-breaking snowfall doesn't only clog streets and highways. In northern Italy, heavy water-soaked snow snapped power lines and effectively brought everyday life across the region to a complete standstill. It was one of those mornings when everything around you turned into an icy trap, where even a single step could be dangerous. Nature always has unexpected surprises waiting. You step outside into your yard one morning only to find massive ice stalactites hanging overhead like frozen spears. This looks like a typical spring day in eastern Siberia, minus 20 degrees Celsius, with a powerful blizzard raging through the landscape. Even a short walk here becomes a brutal test of endurance.
Indeed.
Oh my God!
One of those rare moments when owning an SUV in the city actually proved useful. When an entire city freezes, danger doesn't just surround you, it hangs above your head. In December 2013, a massive storm system swept across North America, bringing heavy snow, freezing rain, and even tornadoes.
Even tornadoes.
Toronto was hit especially hard. Power lines collapsed, thousands of homes lost electricity, and streets turned into endless sheets of ice. January 2015 brought brutal cold to New York City. Temperatures dropped below -15 degrees Celsius at Bryant Park. The Josephine Shaw Lowell Memorial Fountain became an unexpected winter attraction. Heated water continued to flow, forming thick ice layers and strange icicles. But the beauty came with danger. The accumulating ice threatened to damage the fountain, forcing officials to shut off the heating system.
It really looks super cool. The ice, the colors. It's a pretty amazing fountain to look at. There you go.
It turns out that even a city isn't safe from avalanches. In this case, a sudden surge of snow came rushing down. But luckily, the girls reacted fast enough and managed to sprint out of danger just in time.
Oh my god. The apocalypse has started. Oh! Oh my god.
And you see that guy right there with the Coca-Cola? It's him.
Oh my god.
So, what reason could possibly justify stepping outside in weather like this? When the weather throws you an unexpected challenge, sometimes all you can do is adapt and improvise. Even what seems like a normal winter day can quickly spiral into a full-scale disaster. In North Carolina, an ice storm left 190,000 people without power. Streets became hazardous battlefields as trees snapped under the weight of ice and crashed onto cars, crushing many of them. With no electricity, no heat, and non-functioning traffic lights, daily life descended into chaos. In extreme conditions, the only vehicles capable of standing up to nature's wrath are often military ones. This is the aftermath of a brutal storm along the Verso waterfront in Switzerland. Lake Geneva endured days of fierce winds and sub-zero temperatures, leaving widespread destruction in their wake.
Mira la mata.
Me voy a bañar, tía. Me voy a bañar ahí.
Así que está aquí hoy en Estados Unidos, Nueva York. Hace un frío que no se puede estar en la calle.
Enormous snowdrifts piled high on the roof of a school in Japan. The sheer volume of snow looks like it's ready to swallow everything nearby, including heavy machinery like bulldozers. Visibility dropped to nothing. This is what the powerful blizzard that slammed into the Sierra Nevada in the spring of 2024 looked like up close, with wind gusts reaching an incredible 31 meters per second. This parking lot in Buffalo has built a notorious reputation of its own. Relentless waves combined with wind gusts of 21 meters per second completely transformed the parked cars.
Snow and the cold temperatures cause these cars to just get encased. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I think that's too powerful.
And even cities accustomed to harsh winters can be overwhelmed. In Calgary, Canada, a massive snowstorm in 2020 dumped up to 90 centimeters of snow, leaving dozens of buses stranded and entire roads paralyzed.
This morning, let me turn the lights off. This morning I could actually see out this window. It's covered in snow and there's a little glimpse of light. But also, this is probably a 4-foot drift that somebody is digging out. Is that you, buddy?
Yep. Took out the yardstick and I stick went in. It's still about 1.5 foot.
Winter tires might seem like an unnecessary expense, until the moment you realize they're the only thing standing between you and disaster. The icy shell formed by Lake Erie's waves along the houses in Hamburg is shockingly solid, so hard that even a hammer can't break it. It may look breathtaking, but it's incredibly dangerous. The weight of the ice places immense pressure on buildings and can seal off ventilation systems, raising the risk of deadly carbon monoxide buildup. After events like this, authorities are now discussing protective solutions, including the possibility of constructing a breakwater to stop the freezing spray from reaching the shoreline. On a New York highway, the result is total chaos. The hidden enemy here is black ice, a thin, nearly invisible layer where the dark asphalt still shows through. It's deceptive and deadly. Drivers assume the road is just wet, but in seconds their tires lose all grip. Crashes become unavoidable, and even studded tires offer little help. Snowfall is an extremely rare event in Florida, and most locals simply aren't prepared to deal with it when it happens. The scene that remained after a massive blizzard tore through Newfoundland, Canada overnight looked like something pulled straight from another planet.
Седьмая авария. Колесо не чпокнулся уже.
Фух, у него зимний резина.
Нет, смотри. Рано радовался. Все, отходи, Седьмая машина. 8 машин, это старый. Я боюсь тут. Еще одна едет, он едет. Он едет. 8 машин. Прячься. Прячься.
Are you okay? No, I didn't.
Oh, le doublé, le doublé, le doublé. Ah, une petite vague, on va s'amuser.
Je t'avais dit, il fallait qu'un train arrive.
Ah, vous allez tomber, vous, attention.
This is what a world ruled entirely by ice and frost truly looks like. Warm, familiar homes are transformed into frozen labyrinths, places where humans no longer feel welcome. This is Vorkuta, a polar city where winter rain and snow dominate nearly the entire year. Average temperatures regularly sink below -20 degrees Celsius and at times plunge past -50. Blizzards here erase any final sense of comfort or safety. The city originally expanded around its coal mining industry, but when the mines shut down, many residents packed up and left for warmer regions of the country. Entire apartment blocks, neighborhoods, and even full settlements were abandoned. Yet despite the decay, people still live right beside these frozen ghost towns. The raw strength and fury of nature are almost impossible to believe. Freezing winds strong enough to knock people off their feet and shove cars across the road. In Siberia, these terrifying storms are known as black blizzards, because once you're caught in one, you can barely see beyond your own hand. Japan ranks among the snowiest countries on Earth, and it even has a word for such regions. Yukiguni, or snow country, refers to areas buried under almost non-stop snowfall. The city of Joetsu shown here is one of those places. On February 26, 1945, it recorded an astonishing snow depth of 3.77 meters. Winter has a way of making even simple tasks difficult. Removing a solid sheet of ice from your car takes patience and care. Scraping too aggressively can easily scratch paint and damage plastic parts.
Ay, chudere,
Ja, wie am Nassfeld in Kärnten.
High in the Alps, winter parking in open areas is always a gamble. Even an ordinary snowfall can leave your vehicle buried under a massive, heavy layer of snow.
Die sind direkt im Schnee untergetaucht. Das sind natürlich die Überraschungen.
Hayagyo. Nats.
Kore kadazugenai no yanda na.
And when it comes to black ice, there's no real way to win. In conditions this extreme, even the smallest mistake can be fatal. This is where a driver's skill is truly put to the test. Winter can throw a city into complete chaos in a matter of moments, especially in places where drivers aren't accustomed to snowy conditions. What you're seeing next is the aftermath of burst heating pipes. Strangely beautiful at first glance, yet a complete disaster for the people who live there. So, what? In Lake Geneva, Wisconsin, what was meant to be a festive holiday celebration turned into a near disaster. And truthfully, it could have ended far worse. The problem wasn't a storm, but human overconfidence. During the 2016 Winter Festival, drivers parked their cars directly on the frozen lake, as they had done many times before. That year, however, the ice betrayed them. It was too thin and began cracking under the weight. In total, around 20 vehicles broke through and sank into icy slush. Thankfully, no one was inside. It serves as a clear reminder that no matter how solid ice may appear, nature always has the final say. This is the chilling moment when nature's wild power comes knocking at the door. During the winter of 2016, a powerful storm surge slammed into Ocean City, New Jersey along the U.S. East Coast. Residents found themselves trapped as icy seawater flooded their homes. Emergency crews had to rescue people from buildings that suddenly became unlivable.